Hey guys, blessing here, and how are you all doing? OMG, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day to you. As you're just clicking on the play button and you're listening to my voice, I am streaming live on a cold Tuesday evening, streaming live from the Netherlands. This is a continuation from where we left off last time I was live. I don't know when. Let me check. Let me check. I like to test how far or for how long I have been away. Wait. Let me see if I can still find me. If I still know my way. OMG, let's see. No, not there. How is everybody? It's been a minute. Let me go to my channel and see. 7 days ago. Oh, okay. Not so bad. That's not so long ago. Okay, guys. So the last time I was live was 7 days ago, and then we talked about Regina Daniels, which is why I decided to finish it off tonight and move on to other topics. There is so much to talk about. So much to talk about. I know I'm missing out on a lot of things, and you guys are also missing out because I've not put my mouth in certain things that are just really interesting, but the time to do it come, like the amount of things I want to talk about are things that I could basically come live every single day, back to back to back. That's how much I have in stock. And I try to save things here and there on my phone, like, okay, let me just save it on my phone, and whenever I'm able to, I'll come live and we can talk about it. And you guys know I don't jump on trends. People can be talking, everybody could be talking about one thing today, and it's in a month's time that me, I'll come and say, okay, now it's my turn to talk about it. I don't rush. So I've saved some things here and there. We just have to see when best, we can all come together, come together again. So I'm glad I'm here, anyways. So I'm streaming from my phone, and I don't even like what I'm seeing because I can't see it well. I can't see the image. I'm on YouTube now. Okay, those on Facebook, I know you cannot even see anything. Everything is black. But on YouTube, the thing is so tiny. The pictures are so tiny. I don't think I can read anything, but not to worry. I have the same pictures on my other phone. I just have to get off Facebook and we can, read and watch and listen to some clips that I promised to show you guys last time. So today I want to continue from where we left off. Like I said last time, I hope everybody can hear me because I cannot shout now. You can see my voice. That's how I'm feeling. Maybe when I get excited as we continue on this analysis journey, maybe I'll get my energy and my voice. But for now, I've not been live in 7 days. So I mean I switch. So I'm still transitioning into into the social media. You understand? So just bear with me. Let me warm up. Mm. Okay, so we talked about Regina. We kind of like did a summary of who she is. Oh my God, Margarita, thank you. 500 stars. God bless you. Thank you so much. It's exciting when you just see this pop up on your screen. Thank you, Margarita. Love you, love you, love you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Okay, so we talked about Regina and her marriage, being married into polygamy from a young age. She was 17 and she became the sixth wife of a man 40 years her senior. When she was 17, he was 57, and they got married. So I know we've talked a lot about Ned Nwoko, and a lot, or let me say, one thing that springs forward when people analyze him or talk about this situation is, oh, his age is an old man, he's an old man, his age is too old. But I think we we get carried away by that. Not like we get carried away by that, but we don't mention the fact that the problem is not his age. He's not the oldest that we know. The problem is not the age. The problem is not his age. The problem is the age difference. If Regina was a woman in her 30s or 40s and he was 85, I don't think it would have been such a big deal. If Regina was, say, 39 or 42 or 46 and he was 86, I think people would talk like, oh, a young woman in her mid 30s or late 30s, mid 40s. Why is she going with this man in his 80s? Oh, it's just because of money. Don't mind her, gold digger. That's all people would say. They would keep it moving. You see, because at least they know she's a grown woman. She knows what she's doing. Even if she's going into this marriage for money, she is fully aware of exactly what games she wants to play. She's not being manipulated at that age. At least nobody would imagine that, oh, they brainwashed her into marrying. At that age, people will be like, okay, she knows what she's doing. She's an adult. She has had several other relationships before this man, and he's older than her. So she should be able to handle, people will just take it differently. But the reason this with Regina is not taken that way lightly is because of the age difference. Not that the man is too old. The man is just in his 60s. Let's just put that in front. So he's just in his 60s, to just put it straight. But the age difference makes it look like a big problem. And I think it's also a big problem because of the age at which she got married to him. She was a teenager, she was a minor, she was a child. Mercy Johnson mentioned that when she was 17, she was still learning personal hygiene. What do you know at 17? Yes, you would think, oh, you're a big girl now, you're 17, but you're a baby, you're a child. At 17, what can you do for yourself? You understand what I mean? So she didn't get married to a 21-year-old boy when she was 17. She didn't get married to a 25-year-old boy that would be like, oh my God, you guys are so young. Why not wait? I know you guys are in love. You feel the butterflies, but you're so young. No, take it easy, slow down. That's not what we are doing here. We are doing this baba. What do you want to do with this baby, this child? So that moral aspect is there. And people are like, this man has to be a pedo. All the wives you have had in your lifetime, five, all the concubines that we don't even know about, all the virgins, and now this girl hasn't even started her life, but you want her. What is it about her that you are in love with, that you fell in love with a 17-year-old child, that you should be actually her mentor, sponsoring her to school, for example, being like a father figure in her life? But no, you want to sleep with her. You understand? So what is it about your mind that makes you attracted to a child like that when you have children way older than her? So you see, that's where the big divide is, and that's also the reason he is not accepting, or he doesn't want to accept that he married her at 17. He's still insisting that he married her, I believe, at 19. Okay, which is also still young relatively. Okay, so today we're just going to continue from there because last time we talked a lot. We made references, and I mentioned that there were videos that I wanted to play, but I didn't have them then. I do have some of them now, and talking about it, I realized that I left one out, which I forgot to search for. I had it in mind to search for it, but I forgot. So we're not going to do part three because the case is beginning to slow down, not entirely quenched, because this man still put up a post about Regina what yesterday, talking about, oh, at this hotel he put up a video saying, oh, during this occasion at this hotel she was drunk or whatever that he wrote, and she ignored him. Yeah, so the thing is still there. And I saw a post today where someone said this man experienced a heartbreak at his old age, which is quite profound. You know, I think when most people experience their heartbreaks, when they are young, you're in your teens, late teens, maybe in your 20s, in your 30s, also, maybe, you still go through that relationship that just didn't work out the way you hoped or thought it would work out, and then you get, or someone breaks your heart and you're like, oh my god, sad. And then like in your 40s it starts to die down, I think, for not for everybody, maybe for most people. Like those heartbreaks, you are even tougher in your 40s. You're tougher. Like, who wants to break your heart? It will be difficult for them to penetrate. But in his case, he's experiencing heartbreak, that a woman dumped him in his 60s. He's a legend. Not many men can tell you that. Ah, my heart is broken. Oh my God, she left me in his 60s by a small girl. Yeah, he called for it. Okay, so now I'm going to leave Facebook because all the things, I don't even have water here. So it means I'm going to get up at a point in time and I'm going to get water and we can really get into this. So that's going to be our 30-second break, or let's say 1 minute break, where we pause and you guys can go get something to drink and I go get something to drink, and then we continue. Okay, so if you're on Facebook, come over to YouTube, because everything I want to play and show is right inside this Facebook phone and I need to access it. Okay, who do we have on Facebook? I don't want anybody to miss anything. Mary Jackson is on Facebook and she says, hello, welcome back, Blessing. Thank you. it feels like I'm always going away, which I know. So I've gotten so used to going away that I don't even announce. It has become just part of the analyst. I vanish, I reappear. Sometimes for long, sometimes for days, sometimes for weeks. So I'm glad that you guys are used to it, that I'm used to it. But whenever I come back like this and I hear welcome back, it's like, did you travel, Blessing? No, Blessing didn't travel. Blessing just vanished. But I'm glad I'm back. And yeah, it's just because of the way my life is set up. But I'm back on track with my activities, my own personal schedule, because I'm so strict with myself and very disciplined, because I have an agenda every single day, what I need to do, the things I need to do for myself, for my family, for business, whatever, every other thing outside of social media I have for each day. So if I do not finish what I have on the list for that day, I'm not coming live. That's the way I discipline myself. I'm strict on myself like that. No matter what it is, it has to be breaking news. Like it has to be news that shattered everywhere for me to say, okay, I've not finished my items for today, but I will go live. But if it's just regular shit that I can actually come next week and talk about, it's not running away. And desperation makes people want to, oh my god, let me just jump on it, they rush because, okay, let me get something out of it. But I thank God for my life. Me, I just do things at my own in my own at my own convenience. Is it at my own, or yeah, at my own convenience and with ease, and no pressure. So yeah, that's just why, one of the reasons why I kind of like vanish, because hey, we have to be on track when it comes to things around our lives. We are first. Every other thing we do outside of our lives is just secondary. It's just cruise. It's just enjoyment and entertainment and fun. That's the way I take, that's how I stay sane. Let me share that with you. That's how I stay normal. No matter what I do online, I don't lose who I am in my private life. And I do not sacrifice the things that are important in my life because of social media. So I have that list. For today, I've finished everything. So I'm on track now. There are days that, oh my God, I've not even finished what I was supposed to do yesterday. I'm not coming live because I'll be like, no, I would rather go to bed because I still have things I didn't do yesterday that I still. So instead of going like finish those ones of yesterday, and I know I'm tired, I'll tell myself, no, I can't finish those ones. Let me just go to bed, respect myself. Tomorrow I'll try to finish them. Once I finish them, then I come live. But hey, discipline is something very difficult for many people, and without discipline, we can just get stuck in one place, in one phase. We might not just grow as people, as individuals. So I really try to be hard on myself like that, which is actually soft on myself, because it makes things easy for me that, okay, I've done, I'm relaxed. I'm done for today. Okay, I can go chill. I can go relax with my fans online. So yeah. And yeah, it gives a good feeling that I'm not wasting away when I should be doing important things for myself. I'm there talking about Regina online. So let that be a lesson. Content creators, if you get to listen to this video, make sure you come first, not social media. Feed your children. Make sure your children have bathed. They are wearing clean clothes. Mm? They are well rested, well fed. They are happy. You've spent time with them. Everything is good. You're good. Home is good. And then social media, because social media, at the end of the day, like I said, it's just entertainment. You don't get to see anybody face to face. Sometimes you don't even know what people look like. You only see the names. You recognize the names. So why should that be the most important part of your life? That it could be important for you, maybe because you make money there or you do business there, but why should it take over your primary life? That's where I feel like, okay, everybody can learn. Mm? Okay, thank you, Mary. You brought about this whole sermon, but I'm glad I shared that. So yeah, I'm glad I'm back. Hopefully, I can come often, more often than I have been coming, which I hoped I would when I came back from Dubai. I told myself, okay, because when I came back, before I started lives again, I made sure I cleared everything. So I felt like, okay, in the next coming days, I have nothing. That means I can come live almost every day. And I was so hopeful. Like, guys, you'll be seeing me off. I even told you guys that, I'll come tomorrow. I'll come the next day. I even had things planned. Oh, we'll talk about this. I was like, my agenda is clear, more or less. Guess what? Within a couple of days, I got new items that started to drag and take my days, that it just took me away. I was like, where is that blessing that just came back from Dubai and had all the time in the world to be doing live videos and doing makeup tutorials? And that blessing vanished. So yeah, that's life. C'est la vie. Okay. Who else do we have on Facebook before we travel back to YouTube? Margareta Idri says, I've been enjoying your variety of posts. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. I try. It's not easy, but I do try. I love it. That's the thing. I love it. Thank you so much for the feedback. Fumi Daramola is in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. When next I come to England, I must drink English tea with you. We must drink tea together. Nice to see you. And once again, thank you, Margareta, for your stars. God bless you. Javante is also in the building. Javante says hi to everyone. Mary Jackson. I can't believe he said all that in front of these people. Who? Who? Who said what? Lillian says, good morning from Australia. Ooh, all the way from Aussie. Good morning. How is the weather out there? Hope you're doing well. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it should be Wednesday there, right? I think so. Oh my goodness. It's night here, almost bed. It's actually bedtime here in the Netherlands, and it's morning. You're just waking up in Australia. God is great. Afternoon tea. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. So when I go to the US, there are some people that I know, I must. Honestly, I'm 100%, 1,000,000%, UK, Canada, there are people, you just know that no matter what happens, you must. Uh-huh. So let's just save the date that we don't know yet, but one day is one day to come. All right. Oh, Ned. Okay, yeah, he said all those things. So Baba is hurt. Baba is hurt. Oh, it's more painful to go through heartbreak when you're in that age. Oh. Most of us that maybe something happened when we were teenagers, you think, oh, that's the worst. Like, oh my God, you felt like, oh my God, you were going to die. Yeah, painful. No. Hey, get older and you know that, you understand. So, Baba is going through it. God will strengthen him. Okay, guys, please come over to YouTube so that we can get started. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys on YouTube. So bye, Facebook. Come over. Bye. Okay. Let's go. I haven't even said hello to my Facebook people. So, like I said, the pictures on YouTube are very tiny. So, I cannot even see the pictures. I can only see like the tiny thumbnails, but I can't see what's there. That's how bad. So, I'm just going to be clicking randomly in no particular order. So, it might be a bit up and down, but do please understand and bear with me. Wait. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be clicking here and there, and whatever we see, we just flow with it. Yeah. So if I was doing it on my laptop, it would have been better because then I would be able to see the pictures before clicking. Yeah. Then yeah, but now I can't do that. But we will manage, it will be fine. Yes. Okay, let's get started. Let me go to the other phone and grab Regina. Should we start with the pictures or the videos? Let me see. Wait, oh wait, maybe I should turn this thing like this. This is better. Now I can see the pictures a bit. Okay, okay, okay. This is better. This is better, I think. Okay. This is better. Yeah. So remember, just to recap for the people who didn't watch last video, Regina had a boyfriend once upon a time. Before Ned came into the picture, she had a young boyfriend like her, Somadina. is what he's called, that everybody thought would end up being Regina's husband. And that didn't happen because of Baba Ned. That's still him. Let me just be deleting. Regular Regina before Ned. This is Ned before Regina. No, even during Regina, actually. And okay, I think let me play the video. Some of the videos now, and then I'm just going to quickly see if I can grab the other one that I forgot to. So, after all the katakata burst between Ned and Regina, everything scattered online. They started to post. They started to communicate via Instagram, both husband and wife. They brought the fight to social media. Big time. Not even like, not even in a small way. No, they came with that grand fight online. Nobody wanted to lay low. Nobody wanted to let the other one have the final say. The competition was high between them. Like, you talk, I talk. You talk, I do double. So it was really heavy between them. But a lot of people were disappointed in Ned because, one, his position, a sitting senator, two, his age. They expected more maturity from him than, a young girl of 24. However, I captioned this video, Ned Nwoko is also a victim. Because what we have heard so far is, oh, Regina is a victim, Ned is this, Ned is that. She did not marry a monster. Even if he has been accused of things that could make people call him a monster, but to her, she married a prince. She married a knight in shining armor. She married the love of her life. Even if people have said, oh, he was involved in land grabbing, he was arresting people, doing all these atrocities all over, and people have their opinions about him. But remember that he didn't grab her land. He didn't put her in prison. He didn't do all those other things to her that he did to other people. He paid her bride price, married her. She became his wife. They had 2 children together. So why is everybody focused on her? That, oh, Regina is a victim, she's a victim, she's a victim. And they're not looking at him, at some of the things he might have gone through in her hands, and some of the things that have come to light as a result of this saga between them. Why is nobody? Is it because he's a man, an older man, that nobody even cares about his own victimhood, about him being possibly used by Regina, her mother, her family? Why is nobody? Is it because, oh, he's a man, he has to be strong? Regina is crying and heartbroken. How are you sure Baba is not crying in his bedroom and also heartbroken? He's also a human being like Regina. Is it because he has not come on Instagram with a phone to be crying and shedding tears and kneeling down and doing all those things, emotional? Is it because of that we are now saying Regina is the victim and he was her husband? Could he possibly also be a victim as we speak? Yes, we all know that he married her at a wrong age. 100% wrong. for him to have done that. You don't go about marrying little children. But like I said last time I was live, he married her with her mother's consent. He should know better. There is no excuse. I'm not excusing what he did. And from what we gathered again, even before he married her, he allegedly impregnated her and she was only 17. So all those things don't look good on his resume. Yeah? 100, like I'm not even arguing that. But when we want to look at who is the victim, I think Regina was a victim, like I said before, because she was young. Her mother didn't protect her from this life that she has now grown into. This is the only adult life that she knows. She was a victim. She was 17, but she grew into it. She started to love it. She started to enjoy it. She started to preach it. She started to mock people who didn't have that life, people who were not polygamous in nature, or people who frowned at her choices. She started to present herself as someone doing better than all the other people. So at that point, for me, she stops being a victim because she became older. 5 years later, 2 children, and she still stayed. She chose to stay. She was not forced to stay. She did stay because she was enjoying it. Life was good for her. So someone who is having a good time, how do you call them a victim? If I'm enjoying my life, everything is good, I'm not a victim. I'm happy. I'm flying private jets. I'm balling. I'm showing off $100,000. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. So I don't see her like that. That's why I specifically said when she was 17 and got married off, she was a victim because I believe her mother used her to gain wealth, to balance her life financially. So she was a victim at that point. But as she continued to grow into that lifestyle, for me, if you ask me, she stopped being a victim because she started to enjoy that lifestyle. And someone having a good marriage is not a victim of that marriage. She felt like she was having a good marriage. So she was not a victim. But all of a sudden, they start to have issues. Now people want to say she's a victim. From where? How? You know? So, looking at Ned Nwoko, maybe he is actually the victim. Maybe this family came with ulterior motives from the onset. Maybe. He is also a manipulative guy. He's also someone who goes for what he wants, no matter the consequences, no matter the circumstances. He seems like somebody like that. Okay, I want this, I will have it. I will use my money, I will use my influence, I will use my name. He has his own on his body, but he's also human. And was he treated fairly all through? Let's just start to read some of the things they both wrote. Or I think we should listen to some of the videos. Yeah, let's do videos first. Let me delete this ones before we continue. Let me play some videos from when the going was good, and then we'll go forward. This live with Regina Daniels. Regina, how are you? I'm fine. You're so beautiful as ever. Thank you. And in the background, we're looking at a logo that says RD, Regina Daniels Fashion. And you're launching a fashion line. You're wearing one of the outfits there now. Can you stand up and let's see that outfit? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Beautiful. Turn around. Wow. I wish I could get this figure back. Really beautiful. Have a seat back. And in this interview, very short, I just wanted to ask you, what made you think of a fashion line? Ever since I was young, I've always loved fashion. I've always loved. So this video was made after she got married to Ned. She was still very small then, as you can see. Yeah.
And two outfits together. And then I've always loved to see beauty in fashion. Would you used to make clothes for your dolls? I was not the kind of child that always had a doll. Oh, okay. So I never had one. I was a hustling child. Abi, and you're a very famous actress in Nollywood, Nigeria's film industry. And are you going to be coming out with other new ventures? Any movies coming out? Yeah, movies, acting, but majorly sponsoring. Sponsoring, which is very good. Now, I hear so much about you. You're a young mother now, Regina. And how old is Munia? It's so cute. I saw him today. 10 months and 2 weeks. And 10 months. He looks like 2 years old. He's big. 10 months and 2 weeks. It's really lovely. What does it feel like, motherhood? How does it feel to be a mother? I think for now I still feel same, other than the fact that I know that there is a human being that comes first before me, and anything I'm doing, there is somebody that I know is looking up to me. Exactly. And when you read these stories about children being abused, you feel like, how can this person do this to their child? So it just makes me more conscious of my child. Right, right. And the fashion line we're waiting for. Do you say the fashion line will be out by August, July, June? It will be out by.
So let me see if
and you're on Instagram as Regina Daniels Fashion. They can go. Yeah, fashion. Alright. Right so we're just here in like an office kind of store kind of thing and all that. So motherhood, fashion line, acting, music and go. Entertainment, because I forgot to mention, I'm also launching my entertainment, my entertainment channel soon. Entertainment channel, Regina. What is it going to call? Regina Daniels channel? RET, Regina Entertainment Television. Where is it going?
She launched it and nothing came out of it. Regina Entertainment Television. In fact, the first um is it can I call it a movie? She said it was going to be a documentary or something on her life, and it was just a flop. They put money into it. They even created like a studio for her. The man tried, but the thing didn't work out. People weren't waiting for that kind of content from her. So that one flopped just
to be on what platform? YouTube, DSTV TV. Yeah, so right now I'm working on my studio. And wow, you're gonna have talk shows there? Yeah, entertainment, reality, movies, short movies. I need to apply for my talk show. Everything, and I can see that you are very spiritual too. Really?
okay.
In Abuja, live with Regina Daniels. Regina, how are you?
Let us move to this one.
This small pikin, where are the coso? Now, what mama, because of the wisdom where they ahead.
This is Regina's mother. She granted this interview after the wedding when she was. Let me just try to interpret what I'll try to interpret as she speaks for those people who don't understand Pidgin English. Yeah.
If all those nonsense people, they open their dirty mouth, they are got.
The mother of Regina is saying that Regina is wise. You people think she's a small girl, but she has more wisdom than all those people running their gutter mouth about her daughter getting married to Ned. You see how she was defending Regina fiercely. And they will say, oh, no, the mother was not in support. Eh, Regina wanted it. She didn't make. No, that's not true. They're saying that to save face, for her not to look like a bad mom. But no matter what they say, no matter how they try to twist it or defend her, Rita Daniels is not a good mom. She loves her daughter, no doubt about it. And Regina loves her to death. But a woman and a mother who does not put the best interest of her child in front of her own interest, then that you're not a good mother. You love your child, but you're not good to your child. You're not making the best decisions and choices that will benefit the life and the future of your child. You're thinking about your own self, and you're thinking, oh, let me just do it. It will also be good for the child. The child will have a better life. But you cannot use your child's body. You cannot sacrifice your child's future to give your child a better life, if that makes sense. It's like sending your child into prostitution just for your child to have a better life and give you people a better life. And you say, oh, I did it so that you can have a better life. No, you killed that child already somehow. You killed the future. And whatever that child could have become outside of what you chose for her, maybe Regina would have been greater than she is now, if at all she is great, if she hadn't gone with Ned. But to them, to Rita Daniels, Ned was the greatest thing, the greatest opportunity that came their way. And she used her daughter. So she was supporting and defending Regina. So when I just hear people want to say, oh no, it wasn't Rita, it wasn't the mother that pushed her into it. Her mother encouraged her into it. Her mother didn't force her. Don't get me wrong. Her mother didn't say you must go and marry him. No. But when you have someone you look up to, your parent, your guardian, your mentor, and they tell you it will be fine, they give you that courage, encouragement, like, I'm here for you. It will be fine. Everything will be okay. There's nothing wrong with it. And they give you that push, that psychological boost. You will do it. But if they stand firm and they say, no, this is not the path for you, you're a promising young girl, you deserve better, you will deviate from it. So for me, she encouraged her daughter. So it's more or less like pushing her daughter into the hands of this man. Let me continue to play.
20 years, oh, not be October with this, which would they talk? This,
Okay, let me.
no get up. Regina, now 20 years, oh, not be October with this, which would they talk? This now waiting. And on the 10th year, she will be 20 years.
So she said, Regina, what are we talking about? We are already in October. On the 10th of October, she will be 20 years. 20 years old. You see? You see? This is where she nailed herself. This is what makes her accomplice to the pedophilia that people are accusing Ned Nwoko of. Regina was 17. Regina married Ned at 17. But to cover up, to convince the world that Regina had done no wrong marrying this man, 40 years her senior, Regina's mother granted an interview on BBC and told us that Regina was 19, about to clock 20 in a couple of days. So, Ned Nwoko is telling us that these people told me Regina was 19. No, I did not know, or he didn't even say I did not know. He's not even admitting that she was 17. He's saying I was told she was 19. She even gave me a copy of her ID card, her voter's card. She was 19. And what he said actually corresponds with what Regina's mother is saying here, claiming that Regina was 19. So if they take Ned to court and say, Ned, you are being held here for marrying a minor, he has his defense already. They are going to lose that case against him. All that cry about, hey, you married her at the age of 17. How can you marry a minor, a senator? It has nothing on him. All that talk is talk. We all know she was 17 when he married her. But this man is saying, they told me she was 19. And this video of Regina's mom confirms what he said. That the family are claiming, even publicly, that Regina was 19. So which wrong did this man do? If they told him she was 19, that means he married her as an adult. So hold him. You will hold Rita Daniels first. If you give Ned Nwoko one knock on his head, you will give Rita Daniels three knocks on her head. Because, like I said last time, Ned is an external party. He's not Regina's father, not Regina's uncle, not even her neighbor. So he should not care for Regina as much as the biological mother. So she has a bigger responsibility than him. You're blaming him for marrying her at 17. You're not blaming Rita Daniels for giving away Regina at 17 to a man like that. Then you don't have nothing to tell me. If we all decide Ned Nwoko deserves a knock on his head, Rita Daniels deserves three knocks on her head because she spoiled that child. She spoiled her. And this video just confirms it. Why wasn't she saying, oh, oh, I'm not going to grant an interview? Because, my daughter really wanted this marriage and I respect her choice and it's okay, I don't want to talk about it. But no, she came out and even lied with her full chest. My daughter is wise. That means they went through it and they went into it with their full chest and with their eyes open. Nobody forced them, more or less. Nobody manipulated them. They fully made the choice to marry this man. So why is it now people are waking up to say she was a victim? Why didn't the mother say, please, world, help me? My daughter is just 17. What is happening? No, this woman is not a victim. Regina, in my opinion, right now, with the way I'm seeing things, she's not even a victim. Let's continue to play.
She never tried. She told me she won't marry at early age. Just like what happened recently. They said
She said, Regina told me, the mother, I want to marry at an early age.
Now marry, I go marry one Methuselah, one old man. True. I never see what person they drink Panadol for person headache.
She said people are commenting and complaining that Regina went and married a Methuselah, an old man. She said, I've never seen where other people are taking medication for another person's headache. Like, why are you worrying yourself over something that doesn't concern you? In other words, you complain about Regina is none of your business. It means this woman has no problem with it. So please, they should stop trying to convince us that, oh, it was Regina's choice, the mother had no hand. No, the mother had a big hand in it. The mother was happy about it. The mother convinced her. This is not how you sound when you are not happy with your daughter's choice or decision. She was fully aware, fully involved, fully in agreement. You understand? Even insulting people that raised concerns about, oh my God, Regina is young. And she was telling them, no, she's 19, almost 20. So if she didn't see anything wrong, if she didn't think her daughter was a victim, then why are we all crying today that Regina is a victim now? Why? This woman speaking was not 17 here, like I said before. So let's stop making excuses for these people. They knew what they were doing. If Regina is a victim, Ned Nwoko is equally a victim. With my full chest. This family knew they went into it fully aware of of his age. This woman, Rita Daniels talking, knows her daughter's age and knows the man's age. And she was talking on BBC with her full chest that her daughter is wise. So if your 17-year-old daughter was wise to get married to Ned Nwoko, why are people crying that she is a victim? A wise victim. No, that's just an excuse now to act like a victim, which is unfair.
The small girl come and come cry, give her and say, then first and enter the marriage.
She's asking, did the small girl, Regina, come out and cried to all of you that they forced her into marriage? On the victim.
Now love, oh.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe man no get the right to tell her, say, come, no love.
She said it's love, oh, and me, as the mother, I have no right to tell her not to love.
Some of our celebrities, they die inside house. They don't fit talk.
I'm sure you guys understand that one. She says some of our celebrities die indoors. They die because of things they go through in their marriages, and they cannot come out to speak up. Now, your daughter is one of the celebrities that has now come out to speak about what she went through, what she didn't go through. So, how are you better? How is your daughter better than all those celebrities now? Your daughter is actually not wiser as you claimed then.
Some girls, they cry inside there. They don't fit talk because they marry young boys. What's in this?
She said some girls cry indoors and they cannot come out to talk about what they are going through because they are married to young men.
What's the difference between your man? I want to ask her. This small picking. Well,
She said, so what's different? Or what's the difference between marrying a young guy and an old man? Because those ones who are married to young men, they cry indoors and they cannot even speak up. They are going through it, but they can't even cry out. So what's you people's problem? Talking about Regina getting married to an older man. Uh-huh. That was her message. Then, oh,
this small picking.
let
What are
me
they called?
remove this one. Now, this is another video, but this one, she spoke Igbo throughout, so I'm also going to interpret. Let me reduce the volume so that um she said when the world started to say that I forced Regina to marry Ned Nwoko, a much older man, and that I sold her to an older man. But what they didn't know is that, hold on, is that even I didn't know when they started their relationship. Wow, your daughter was sleeping with an aristo. Your daughter was a runs girl. She was 17 and she was dating a man of 57 years old. You gave her home training. Was she hungry? What was that thing that that man was giving her that you did not give her? You couldn't give her as a mother. That she had to search for that thing in between the legs of a 57-year-old man. So it wasn't an honorable marriage whereby an older man sees a young woman and he wants to marry her and he marries her, brings her home. No, they were already being messy and nasty together, sleeping around. So how are we sure Regina was not already dating sugar daddies before Ned Nwoko? Because if you tell me a 17-year-old girl was dating a man like that without her mother's consent, that means she's a professional. That means and they said she was a virgin and she just started dating a 57-year-old man. Me, I don't believe, I no longer, I used to believe that truly maybe she was a virgin. Now, I don't believe. I don't. Because a non virgin would not have that kind of courage to start dating at that age, at a young age of 17. You want to start dating towards losing your virginity. You will not have that lever, that courage to start with a man of that age. If I'm wrong, help me. most girls who go with sugar daddies, most times they would have had one or two or three boyfriends. They've been disvirgined, they already have experience, and then they'll start following sugar daddies. But for you to be a fresh virgin, never been touched, and the first person you want to start dating, or one of the first people, is a man with 5 wives. Okay. So she said, so the mother here, this is another BBC interview saying, no, I didn't even know when they started their relationship. With everything that was going on, I was the last person to know they were in a relationship. And as my daughter, I called her and asked, what is going on? And she answered, she said, have I ever introduced you to anyone? The person I want to get married to? Or have I ever introduced you to anyone as someone I want to get married to? And then she said, my daughter has never talked to me like this, or my daughter that never used to throw back words at me started throwing back words. I noticed she was beginning to get stubborn about it, and then I'm like, what is actually going on? And at then, her husband wasn't even into politics. Immediately after the election, then was when her husband now told me he's interested in marrying my child. I was weak, but what was I to do? I stood with my daughter. Was I to chase her away? So when I saw everything, I advised the much I could as a mother that they are talking all sorts of trash about Regina. The most important thing is that she's happy where she is. Rita Daniels here saying her daughter was happy where she was at the time. Where is the victim? Where is the happy victim? If she was still with Ned today, you people would not say she was a victim. Oh, he married her at 17. She is a victim, or she was a victim. No. But all of a sudden, she just suddenly became a victim. No. If she wasn't a victim 3 years ago, she is not a victim today. She is not. She was happy. She was happy. And her mother confirmed it. She said, and I haven't had the energy to address anyone regarding anything. Nobody will be dragged this way, and the person will be in a good headspace. Okay, so I think we heard what we needed and need to hear from the mother. The mother that stood behind her, that gave her that confidence that just do it. This is how you sound as a mother. You don't need to force your child. You don't need to force your child. When you speak words like this, it gives your child that courage to go on with that bad thing she's doing. You are supposed to advise your child. Nobody is saying chase her away, no. But you let her know that this is not the way to go. But you had every excuse in the book. Let me play something for you so that you hear how a mother that is not in support. He's supposed to act. Let me play it. Where is that video? Okay. This is a Ghanaian guy. He's homosexual. And he called his mom to tell his mom he was about to get married. He was inviting his mom to his wedding. Let's listen to his mom.
I'm fine. Hi, Marie. How's it going? Oh, by God's grace, you. I'm fine. How have you been? Oh, by God's grace, everything is fine. I've started painting again. Oh, okay, good. We thank God. Yeah. We thank God. We thank God. You know I'm engaged, right? Okay. I think I heard it. Yeah. If we when we have the wedding, would you want to come to the ceremony? Let me pray about it. I don't know. You aren't sure? No. Okay. Let me pray about it. Do you see the letters I write to you on my Substack? No, I don't know. Hi, Marie. How's it going?
You just listen to that conversation. That's a mother.
Hi, Marie. How's it going? Oh, by God's grace, you.
And the son.
I'm fine.
Son saying he wants to get married if the mother will come. The mother said, I'll pray about it. I don't know. I'll pray about it. So she wants to pray first for God to tell her whether to go to the wedding or not to go to the wedding. That is a mother who is not in support. This guy is gay. He's about to get married to his gay partner. This is a Ghanaian mother. He is inviting her and she's saying, I don't know. And the boy said, you're not sure. She said, no, I'm not sure. I will pray about it. So she needs to go and ask the Holy Spirit if she should go or if she should not go. That is a mother that is not in support. You can see, and she doesn't hate her son. She's not saying you must not do it or you must do it. No, she's not forcing him. You've made your choice, but I will let you know that I am not in support. But this is not how Regina Daniels was sounding. Regina Daniels' mother. So that lie that, it's my daughter that I chose, she wanted it, she is in love. No, you're just putting all the blame on this girl. This girl has sacrificed her life for your family. She has done a lot. And now you still want everybody to be looking at her like, oh my God, Regina, what did you do? You chose this man. You made a mistake. No. Share some of the blame as the mother because you didn't do well. You didn't do, I think the biggest reason Regina's life ended the way it ended. Well, her life has not ended, but the biggest reason she's in this spot that she has now found herself in is the mother. The mother is the biggest one to blame, apart from Ned Nwoko and Regina herself. Her mother. Okay, let me play Ned Nwoko. Let's listen to Oga Ned. Let me delete that one first. Okay.
My place. I wanted a wife from my place, and I was looking for the right person. And by the time I met her, I knew she was the one. If you must hear this, I know that I knew that I wanted, because I was under pressure from my family, for my people to marry. From your own family or from our family? From my family. I was under pressure to marry from my place, from the traditional rulers, from them generally, and I had criteria. Of who that you have the check the boxes. Yes, and you tick all the boxes. Yes, of course. What were these boxes? And more, So I just needed somebody who would fit into those bills, I needed somebody who is independent-minded. I need somebody who has a career. You might even want to know that before her, my uncles had brought some local girls from say you must marry this, you must. But I said no. They don't meet what I want. You have a taste. Oh yes, yes. But above all, I said to them, look, I can't marry. I come from a royal family. We have our requirements, we have our traditions. I can't marry a woman who is not a virgin. I can't. I wouldn't. And and so when I met,
all of them deceived the masses. Both Regina's mother, and this man. None of them can be trusted. None of them. They all lied. Regina's mother lied that her daughter was of age. This man lied that he married her a virgin. He cannot marry a woman who is not a virgin. But you didn't marry Regina a virgin. You were just sleeping with her. You didn't even know if you would marry her. Because when you start dating someone, sleeping, the intention was to be sleeping with them. The first intention was not, I'm going to marry you. Let's do that. You tick all the boxes and I'm going to pay your bride price. That was not how it started. It started with sleeping with a small girl of 17 years old. So she wasn't a virgin. You did not marry a virgin. But they were lying on social media. Hmm? Look at them today, all of them.
I asked her if she was, and she said yes. You know, I can't. I wouldn't. And
Let me play that part again.
and so when I
Let's
met
see his mouth.
Regina, I asked her.
The mouth of the man that cannot marry a virgin, a non-virgin.
I can't marry. I've come from a royal family. We have our requirements, we have our traditions. I can't marry a woman who is not a virgin. I can't. I wouldn't. And and so when I met Regina, I asked her. I asked her immediately, if she was, and she said yes, she was. Okay.
Huh?
And that, so I told her, look.
This man is a bad man. So you met her and then you asked her immediately, are you a virgin? Because you need to taste a virgin. You need to taste. You need to have a taste. You asked her. That was the first thing you asked her. Even before people started dating, before the marriage issue, you asked her, are you a virgin? She said yes. Your first move was not to marry a virgin. Oh my God, she's a virgin. I'm going to pay your bride price. Are you sure you're a virgin? Yes, sir. I'm sure I'm a virgin. Okay, let's confirm you're a virgin. I will sleep with you first to confirm you're a virgin before I marry you. So you didn't marry a virgin, sir. Hi, God.
If you are one, and if that is an important part of what must be done, and secondly, you must also be willing to do sports. I love sports. You know, every every member of my family must do sports. Said to me, "What sport?" I said, "You must play tennis. You must swim. Everybody swims. Everybody plays tennis." So she told me, "Why not? She will do it." And that's it. So and she does even more than that now. Wow. Was it love at first sight? I liked what I saw. As I told you, well, there are many girls who look the same, but behind or beyond them, there are many things that you're looking for. So she met those conditions, and that was it. So if you met Regina again, you will marry her again. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. This man, they're asking, was it love at first sight? He was only talking from his own point of view. It was just about him. I saw what I liked. It wasn't, oh yeah, we had that connection, the chemistry was there, we understood each other, and we found out we were compatible. No, I liked what I saw. I married her. How about her towards you? You can just imagine. And they asked him, let's listen to that, if he would marry her again.
What the many girls look the same, but behind or beyond them, there are many things that you're looking for. So she met those conditions, and that was it. So if you met Regina again, you will marry her again. Oh yeah, anytime, any day. You know, my
Anytime, any day. I don't think so, sir.
place. I wanted a wife from a.
I don't think so. This marriage that entered Instagram, no, I don't think you will marry her anytime, any day anymore. So I was talking about how they married. Hmm? How the virgin, so-called virgin at 7, this was on the day of her wine carrying, I would say, or the day her bride price was paid, introduction, bride price, and whatnot. The woman in white behind her is her mother. Me, I would not even attend. If you are marrying into a place that I know that, no, this is a place of doom, I am not coming. I'm not coming. I wish you well. I will not be there. I have a cold on that day. God forbid, it's not even my portion. But you can't say my daughter is going into a dark place that could cut off her future and her destiny, and I will be there. I'll be there with her. No, no, no. Then you are not a good mother. You're there with her to do what? To do what? And that's what this woman was doing, Rita Daniels. Okay. Let me grab something to drink while you guys also get something to drink. Okay, let me just play something while I do that so that everywhere is not just quiet. And then we'll move on to the next one. Let's listen to Regina herself.
My husband now Odogo. True. Now real Odogo. The feeling for inside house. True, it's past waiting we they even put online. Because sometimes when I see comments say where people say, oh, no be so then they inside house. So me and I'm gonna read the comments, we go laugh. Go say if only say they know house we take day go inside house. Anything where I want like this, I go get them. To cook, the day where I say I won't cook, he go even fight me and say why I dey cook. Say make I come off for kitchen. If I say now, say I want just sleep for 1 week, not do anything, I go still do okay, sleep for 1 week. So it's a very comfortable lifestyle and a happy one.
You be wife and you get 2 children. Plus your own personal business is where you can do. How do you take manage all these things together?
Well, God bless me with supportive husband.
Wow.
So whenever I dey go location, my husband say make at least one parent stay their house.
Okay, let me play that again. That's Regina speaking.
So our two no fit. My husband now Odogo. True. Now real.
She said her husband, hey, is an Odogu. Husband is a big guy. He's a top. I don't even, in fact, I'm looking for that big word. Her husband is an Odogu.
Odogo. The feeling for inside house. True, it's past waiting we they even put online. Because sometimes when I see comments,
she said the feeling privately inside, like the feeling, what she feels privately, their life indoors is even better than what people see online, what people see in public. So her private life was sweet and good. even better than social media, because people always put their best lives online. But for her to say her life offline was even better than the online life. And somebody will tell me this one was a victim. Victim where? Where? I'm still searching.
Say where people say, oh, no be so then they inside house. So me and I'm gonna read the comments, we go laugh. Go say if
She said even sometimes they would read comments where people would say, oh, maybe indoors things are not like this. That she and her husband, they would read the comments, they would laugh.
only say if only say they know house, we take day for inside house. Anything
They would laugh because they would be imagining or wondering, oh, if only these people knew how our real lives, how the kind of life we have, if only they knew. So her life was that good, according to her.
I want like this, I go get her.
She said whatever she wants, she gets. Mm-hmm.
Cook. The day where I say I won't cook, he go even fight me and say why they cook.
She said even on days when she wants to cook, the husband will be like, oh, why do you want to cook? He wants her to rest as a princess. He wants to pamper her. He doesn't want her to stress herself. He's an odogu. Okay.
Say make I come off for kitchen.
And he will tell her to leave the kitchen. Because, they have paid staff, domestic staff, who can cook. So why should she be sweating in the kitchen, cooking? The wife of an odogu. Mm-hmm.
No, if I say now, say I want just sleep for 1 week, not do anything, I go still do okay. Sleep.
She said even if she now decides that for a whole week she wants to sleep without doing anything, that would still be fine. Hey!
For 1 week. So it's a very comfortable lifestyle.
Really? At this point that she did this interview, she was no longer 17. She was already a mother of, I think she already had a second child here. She said it was a comfortable life. Regina stopped being a victim when she clocked 18. And then she chose. She was seeing things, she was going through it, but she told herself, I'm not leaving. She stayed.
A happy one.
A happy one.
And you get
A comfortable lifestyle and a happy one. So where did the victimhood come from? That's why I said this girl is not a victim. They're just trying to put all the blame on that man. She's not a victim. No. You can't just become a victim overnight from one day to the other. Yesterday you were not a victim. Today you suddenly become a victim. No.
children. Plus your own personal businesses.
Look, what I mean is, if after he married her, he started to maltreat her, started to do awful things, beat her from day one, then we'll say, oh my God, you married this 17-year-old girl and you've been maltreating her. She wanted to leave, but you didn't let her go. You manipulated her into staying. You continued to just treat her badly. She clocked 18. You were still treating her badly. She clocked 19. She was always sad in that marriage. No joy, nothing to show for it. And then 20, the same thing. And then 21, you're still beating this woman every year, every month, every day. She's not happy. Then she's a victim. And then 22, the same thing. 23, the same thing. Not allowing her travel, locking her indoors, not letting her go out with her friends, not letting family members visit. Oh my God, bad man, bad husband. He would use her as a slave. Go and cook, go and clean. I will not employ anybody to work in this house. You're a wife, you must clean and cook. And he was doing all of that for 5 years. And then eventually, when she clocked 24, her eyes opened and she found her escape. She was able to run away. And she came out and cried out, guys, for 5 years, this man has locked me up. For 5 years, I've been suffering for 5 years. Then we all would say, She was a victim. Because he married her at 17 and he started to maltreat her till she clocked 24. That is a victim. Because we would say he held her against her will. She wanted to leave, he didn't let her leave. He was torturing her for 5 years. That's a victim. Not somebody who was enjoying herself, enjoying her lifestyle, happy lifestyle. She got whatever she wanted. And you want to tell me today she's a victim? Please. Please. Real victims, we know them. This one enjoyed herself. When the enjoyment started to have K-leg, she wants to bring in, I'm a victim. No, you're not. That's an excuse to save face and for people to feel sorry for you and to see him as the villain. No, both of you came into agreement. Both of you chose and you stayed in it. You grew into it. You became an adult inside of it and you continue to stay there and you enjoyed it. So you don't become a victim overnight. No, you don't. You don't. He didn't force you to stay. Let me play the rest of that.
How do you take manage all these things together?
Well, God bless me with supportive husband.
Yay.
So
God blessed her with a supportive husband.
whenever I did go location, my husband say make at least one parent stay their house with the children. So our two no fit just come out, they go. If I won't go work this week, I go tell him, oh, babe, I did go work this week. So that week, he go cancel everything where they do.
Wow.
They house or
So they were asking her how she manages to, be a mom, a businesswoman, an actor. So she was explaining that she's blessed with a supportive husband. Whenever she has a job to do, she would inform him ahead of time. Oh, babe, this week I need to work. And then he would cancel everything that he had planned. Yeah. Just for her to go to work while he stays home with the kids. And they're telling me auntie is a victim. Victim of who? Victim of what? So they had an understanding marriage. They had a loving marriage. You can't call her a victim. You cannot do that. If she is a victim again, the man is equally a victim. Because he was a good husband to her. So how come they are now disgracing him on social media? The way he's also disgracing her, don't get me wrong, they are both disgracing each other. So he is disgracing her. She is a victim. She is disgracing him. He is also a victim. That's the way I see it. He's not enjoying everything happening. She is not enjoying everything happening. They are both going through it. So they are both victims. Ned Nwoko is a victim. Because he tried for her. He was a good husband to her. He tried to make her happy. He gave her whatever she wanted.
that's why in meeting come house. While me, I go work well with my heart at
Wow.
rest. You say my children, they okay.
Now, big politician and a businessman. And they also know I'm saying, now man, we get strong opinion about polygamy.
Mm-hmm.
What's in your view?
To me, I don't know, or concern me about him own opinion or in lifestyle. To me, I marry husband where they treat me good, where we happy, where my way everybody like where I know say
They're asking her that, oh, your husband has a very strong opinion about polygamy. What do you have to say about that? And she was like, well, I don't have any business with his strong opinions or his lifestyle. All I know is I'm married to a man that treats me well and I'm happy.
My children get good papa.
My children have a good father.
Me, I get good husband.
And I have a good husband.
They make me feel like, say, I they lack anything.
He doesn't make me feel like I'm lacking anything.
Like, say, we they live for the same house, we they sleep for the same bed.
We live in the same house. We sleep in the same bed. Hey, they didn't force this girl. They didn't victimize her.
With the children. So I don't really know anything. I just marry and I they happy.
Wow. All I know is I'm married and I'm happy. You are not a victim. You see? So what did Ned Nwoko do? Let's start with that. Although everything that ensued after all of this, all the drama, all the fights, he did bad. Number one, for arresting her brother the way he did, and everything that happened. Yes, he did. But before the arrest, before the fight, what did this man do to her? What did this man do to her that makes her a victim? Please, I want to know. She admitted using drugs. He said he wanted to help her out of drugs. What did he do? Why is she angry at him? They said because he beat her up. Okay, we are waiting for evidence of the beating. The picture of the actual wedding where he was given the wine. Wait, let me see if I can transfer it to this phone. No, it's going to take a while. Okay, let's just read what we have here. Maybe next time, if I come live next time, and we need to talk about this, we might actually just do the rest, but I can't. If I have to start transferring this once, we are going to sleep here. Let me just read some of the wahala that happened, that all of us witnessed here. She wrote here, she said, yes, everyone. It is now in history that Regina Daniels did drugs because that was what her husband wanted, believe it or not. So here she's admitting that, yes, I did drugs because that was what my husband wanted. That's what Regina said. So that was accusation number one from Regina. We thought all of this was bad enough, and then they started to drop posts, both of them. And the things they said and wrote, Jesus. So he wanted it according to her. And she said, dearest ex-husband, thanks for breaking the crown you put on my head. No one knew us like us, and I trusted you with all of me, even with my sex tape. We didn't even know there was a sex tape. Nobody talked about a sex tape. The man didn't say it, but I think she was scared that he would release it. So she decided to just start talking about it in case. So the things both of them started to drop on the internet. The tea was sweet. Oh Lord, this thing trended for weeks. And I trusted you with all of me, even with my sex tape, which I pray never sees the light. But you have always been a step ahead negatively. Foolish me. When I married you at 17, Ebelebe, is now you want to come and tell us that you married him at 17 when your mother was insulting all of us. Okay, why didn't her mother sound like us? The people who were against that marriage. But your mother said we were foolish. We were not as wise as you. Because she supported you. We were not your mother, but we didn't support. But your mother supported you and put you into that marriage, but you were 17. But now you want to tell us you married him at 17. But then, when it happened, you and your mother told us you were 19. So how come you are coming back to us, these social media people, foolish us, unwise us, to tell us your age? Why? Why are you reporting to us? Why are you explaining to us? Your mother told us that you were wiser than all of us. You had wisdom. So why are you coming back to be explaining to people foolish, more foolish than you? This is how the Daniels family brought their shame and their disgrace upon themselves. Nothing can ever wash this shame and disgrace from their lives. This is what they did to themselves. Ned Nwoko did some to them, but they, in fact, they cooked it, they prepared it. So what should I do now that you are now announcing that you are 17? For me to feel sorry for you, that, oh my God, oh, what a bad man, he married you at 17. Yes, he's a bad man for marrying you at 17, but you are a bad girl and your mother is a bad woman. You are no better, because this write-up is just to put him in a bad light. But he's not the only bad one. Your mother is equally bad. You are bad. So when people start to do stuff like this, they don't want to accept where they went wrong. Oh, I'm a victim. I was 17. How about your mother? They don't want to, they just want to paint that picture, that narrative that he is the one, he married me at 17. Now let me read. When I married you at 17, was I on drugs? I thank God for time. My name is ruined for now, but I will rewrite my story. That narrative will be dead and gone. Now that I have let the one thing you have on me out, what else? It's time to fight with all of me in court. I'm not backing down now, you narcissistic, manipulative bastard. Hey! This was when I knew khaki was no longer leather. I knew water has risen above Gary. Jesus. The moment I read this, I was like, it don't happen. It has happened. No going back. Because when this fight started between these people, I thought they would reconcile, because they had fought before. That she stopped wearing her ring, she stopped posting him. You know, people started to speculate. Before you knew it, they came back and lied. That, oh, she lost her ring, blah, blah, blah. They covered up. They reconciled. Yeah? But this time, I also thought they would, enter house and reconcile. But the moment I read this, I knew it was done and dusted. I knew there was no going back. It was finished. She said, I'm so pained. I'm ruined. You all can laugh, but the laughter won't be for long as I serve my God. Ebelebe. Okay, let me see what this one is. There was a time her life seemed good when she said she was the wife of a senator. Someone wrote here, someone said she even mugged us. Let me see if it's this picture. When Nigerians were crying, protesting. The video I said I forgot to copy is the video she did when she was sounding like those people protesting are the problem. Why should they be protesting in the manner they were protesting? Their protests, or the protest they were doing, was causing prices to hike, to go up, and things are becoming more expensive. And now she has to worry about paying her nanny more money. She has to worry about the salary increase for her domestic staff, for her gate man, her security men. She has to pay them more money now because of the protests. That was what this girl came online talking, sounding so insensitive, so carefree. I don't care about what you're going through. It was disgusting what she did. She wrote here, when people were going through it. Oh, she said, I say I'm counting my money. I can't hear you. You guys remember End SARS? That lots of young people were killed by the police. Young people. She was more or less making mockery of the situation. People were going through it. She was talking about, I'm counting my money, because people were dragging her because of how insensitive she was. But she was always putting money in front. Like, oh, you guys can say whatever you want to say. I don't hear you. I'm good here. I'm happy. I'm rich. I'm counting my money. And then hashtag end SARS. Do you understand? The blogger who posted this wrote, when we were protesting against police brutality in 2020, she called us children. And this other one said she even mocked us because she couldn't relate to our struggles. Because she felt, hold on, because she felt she was part of the elite. Because she thought the problems of ordinary peasants will never be her problem. Because she was literally in bed with the ops, pun intended. Today, the same Regina is on the internet crying for help from the same Nigerians she mocked for the same police brutality we were protesting against. Remember what I said the other day? That this same man that arrested Regina's brother was known and notorious for arresting people indiscriminately. Just speak your mind against him, he would arrest you. He would have you arrested. Speak your mind against Regina. Because of her, he would have you arrested. He already did it so many times to so many people. And she supported it and stood by him to arrest people. And now it happened to her. He arrested her brother. Which is why a lot of people didn't feel sorry for her. I felt sorry for her brother, but I didn't feel sorry for Regina like that. No, I didn't. I didn't have sympathy, especially when she came out, did videos, and she was still talking nonsense. I felt sorry for the brother because he was not treated well in custody. But you see, Regina, I just felt like, no, you deserve everything you're going through. Because when other people were going through it, you thought it was all fun and games. It was cool. You were rich. But now you feel what those people felt. That's the best lesson in life. You must feel it. If you don't feel it, you will never know. You will continue in that wickedness. But when you feel it, when it comes closest to home, you will sit upright. So that was why I was happy that I wasn't happy about her predicament, but I was happy that she was learning from experience. Because you coming to tell her, oh, what you people did to this family is not good, oh, well, you people arrested them, they will never understand. So God had to teach her in this manner. This person said, today, the dysfunction of the Nigerian system has caught up with her, and she finally feels what we feel. But who will protest with her now? Poetic justice in it. When others were protesting, she thought it was stupid. She was lucky, actually, that people went to the station and to the courthouse to stand for her, stand for her family, stand for her brother. She was very lucky because when other people were protesting, she was joking around like the little girl that she was and still is at this point in time. Okay, let me see this one. This man posted, I think the post starts here. This Baba. Sometimes it's just good to look back at how these people really fooled themselves and how everything fell apart before our eyes. He wrote here on their sixth anniversary. He said, 6 years later, she still can't resist me. This Baba. I like his confidence. He said 6 years and counting. And what do they see? A love untamed, wild and free. Regina, my fire, my sweetest delight. Through every storm, you've held me tight. Not just vows whispered in candlelit air, but a fortress built on love laid bare. No staged perfection, no hollow display, just two hearts that chose to stay. This morning, feeling bold and true, I sent you a message out of the blue. Will you marry me? A reckless play. Your laughter spewed the golden rays. Ha 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 ha. Always the biggest yes. Oh, my queen, you love me. Oh, Baba. Baba is in love. You love me so truly. Let me see. Where is it? You love me so truly. Should I gather the elders, pay the bride price, pay the price? For you, I will do it all anew. Love unshaken, unbreakable. They whisper of love in measured tones, as if hearts are caged, made of stone. But ours, Regina, is fierce and wild, a dance of fire, God's own child. Some claim faith but live in disguise, preaching devotion with wandering eyes. Yet here we stand, bare and true, no lies to hide, no games to rule. A good man, monogamous or not, brings peace to the home, keeps it hot. Better to love you honest, to love with honesty bold than sell a dream wrapped in fool's gold. All of this for Regina. All of this for Regina. Let me see this one. And then his own fifth wife. A shabby congratulations, Layla. Your hard work, dedication, and the way he even, this is his wife. No affection, no sweetness, no compassion. Congratulations, Layla. Like your neighbor. He was not treating this Layla sweetly and nicely as a wife. Regina was his fire, his sweet delight. But now that the fire has quenched, he is back into the bosom of Layla, using Layla. That's selfishness. Okay. So Regina went from meeting the great men in society. He wrote here, it was an evening of elegance and diplomacy as we gathered at the British High Commissioner's residence to honor His Majesty King Charles. So all of this life, Regina enjoyed. His Moroccan wife didn't even enjoy a quarter of what Regina, the supposed victim, enjoyed. He took her everywhere. Out of 10 places, he would take Regina to 9, take Laila to one shabby meeting like that inside the living room. Regina toured with him, the victim. Let me see this one. This is what his brother wrote after the other brother got arrested. This one said, a serving senator confirming that he slapped his wife. So, like I told you, when the saga broke out, things were said, secrets were revealed. And one of those things said was that Ned allegedly was beating his wife. So, here, this one said, at your age, you don't know how to handle your marriage. And this man was coming out to tell us that he felt sorry for men with only one wife. That one I can just, in fact, let me not say I can slap him. Because when you hear things like that, you are like, you don't even have your home under control. Your house and your home is in disarray. And you are talking about polygamy is the way, is the light, is the truth. You are solid, you're standing on solid ground, being a polygamous man. Whereas in real life, in reality, it's a lie. Your home is in shambles. So this one said, at your age, you don't know how to handle your marriage. If they ask him now, he go say na self-defense. Meaning, if they ask him why he did it, he would claim he was trying to defend himself. And the brother said, you need this therapy and rehab. If not be Gina, you for win election, contested 3 times and lost. In other words, if not for Regina, would you have won that election? You contested 3 times and you lost. But when he married Regina, he won, or he was elected. You don't even know your paternity. Hey, your mother is the Nwoko. Go and look for your paternity. Only a man that doesn't know his father behaves this way. The woto on his head from the Daniels was heavy. And then the brother continued. He said, tell the world why you were debarred from the UK. Why is it only Arab countries you can travel to? You can't listen to my advice. You can't listen to my mom. You can't listen to your father or to my father. I don't know what he wrote there. Hey, it was serious, honestly. When the going was sweet. Happy 5 years anniversary to us, baby. It has been a good and eventful 5 years, and we are only just starting. But you people ended before you even started. It's over. Can you imagine? Oh, it ended. Let me see what I have here. I think this is still the brother. He said, with all these threats, she should run back to you. I've got 5 houses in her name in my will. A lawyer that doesn't know a will speaks at death. Lunatic. I've been... Jesus. These are young boys, so they finished this man. I've been trying to be calm, but as you crazy, I'm crazier. Same way you threatened to kill her with a gun. Hey, you see how serious and how deep they started to go. Abi, after taking your in-law to court, is there still marriage? Oga, keep standing on 4 legs. Tell the world how your inability to manage a home has made you continuously to remarry. So polygamy is not as a result, according to this post. Polygamy is not because, oh, he just loves to have multiple wives. No, according to this post, polygamy is because he cannot control marriage. He cannot control his home. He doesn't know how to do marriage. Tell the world you are sick, carrying a paid medical report just to manipulate everyone. This media space, now your own. Now you get seen it. Now our own. Okay, this media space is ours. You own the Senate. We own the media space, more or less. If you did wrong, bring down that your dirty ego and apologetic. Don't come or apologize. Don't come here trying to override. She said she know they do again. I begged. She said, no, you vex. Go arrest her sibling. Meaning, she said she's done with the marriage. I begged her, but she said no. She insisted. And you got angry. And then you went ahead and arrested her brother. Should we clap for you? Telling me I would use force to compel her to come to the house. Like, are you even okay? Omo, arrest me, oh, because I go talk past wetin you dey expect. Meaning, arrest me because I'm going to talk beyond what you expect. And then here, after the brother was arrested, the other brother, then this other brother speaking said, Sammy, the one that was arrested, got called upon by Regina after being severely beaten by Ned Nwoko. So they already put that story out there, whether true or false, I don't know. They already put it out there that Ned Nwoko, Senator Ned Nwoko, is a woman beater. They already accused him of domestic violence. A man with fast hands. That's what this family has done to this man. Smashed her head on the wall, pushed down from the step. Hey, clothes were torn in presence of her staff. So, on this note, because I don't have all the posts here and I still miss one video, I'm going to leave it here. So you can see how the damage just spiraled out of control. It started small. Well, it started big actually. It started big, but it could have been managed. It could have been quenched and killed. But it escalated because of pride. Because of pride and public eye. And what will people think? They said this already. I want to counter what they said. Instead of you to swallow your pride, try to find, a common ground, make peace, even if you don't come back together as husband and wife, but at least restore that peace so that everybody will keep quiet, calm down, enter house, and then fight privately. No. They just didn't want this one to have the final say. This one already posted this, so I have to say something to counter that. And then after that, we can talk about peace. And at the moment this one counters what the other one said, the other one is coming back and doubling down, and it just continued from there. So let me read comments. Candle, I see you. It's been a long time. Mary Jackson, hello here. I just think Regina just couldn't cope with being married off so early and into polygamy. Possibly, yes. She struggled with that, but she didn't strike us like she was struggling with that. But it played a role in how she was taking things, the lifestyle. She wasn't just ready for marriage. She wasn't ripe for marriage. She had no business getting married to that man or even at all. Someone says, she may be a good actress, but I don't think she had much life experiences to enter such a marriage. Her mother should not have encouraged this marriage. Exactly what we are saying. Exactly. True. Miriam says there is a difference between two grown men getting married and a mother of a minor selling her daughter off to a way older man. And for you to now imagine that the two grown men getting married, the mother was not even happy. How much more a child? The mother was happy. I will show you guys maybe next time pictures from the wedding, the other pictures. The mother was happier than Regina on the wedding. So it doesn't make sense. You would expect the mother of one of the two grown men to feel like, you know what, my son is grown. He's a man, I can handle it. I'll come to your wedding, do your thing. But no, it's Regina's mother, the mother of a 17-year-old, that acted that way. And your child was only 17. She was only a child. So if she was a big girl to you, you claimed then she was almost 20. Why is it now a problem? You want to come and complain that they married her at 17. Under whose watch? Under my watch? Under your watch. And you have yourself to blame, Rita Daniels. So if it wasn't a problem for this family, then all of them, both brothers and Mercy Johnson and all of them, well-wishers and oversabi aunties and uncles, if it wasn't a problem then that this man was marrying her at 17, then please, I don't want to hear it in 2025 when she's 24. I don't want them complaining about her age when she got married. Did they suddenly find out? Did Regina's mother suddenly find out in 2025 that her daughter was 17 when Ned married her? If it wasn't a problem to them in 2019, why is it a problem to them now in 2025? It just tells me they are users. It was sweet for them. It was good for them. It was okay for them. They went ahead with it. Now they have whatever they think they have. Now it's a problem. Now they want to throw it on him. They don't want to be blamed. Why? Me, I blame him. Oh. No, I'm not saying he's the only victim. No, 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 no. Because he went inside of it with his eyes open. But he will never be the only one to collect all the blame. No. All of them. All of them needed something. He needed something. They needed something. Someone says, so what's going on with access to her children? She's not allowed to see the children because the man is insisting that she is on drugs and she's not okay and she needs to be looked after first. She's not saying she's not okay. It's not her doing what she's doing. She's not in her right senses. That's what he's claiming. So he's not going to let his children around a person like that, which I believe he's just trying to use that against her. You know, she's not going to bite the children when she sees the children. You can even let her see the children under supervision. But now there is no avenue for that. You people are communicating online, fighting online. But it's the life they chose. He chose it. They chose it. Where me I will come in is when they want to put all the blame on the man. No, all of them are victims, except Rita Daniels. Rita Daniels is a victim of poverty, not a victim of circumstances. Regina was a victim of circumstances at 17. And then she clocked 18 and she became a woman making her own choices, who made a mistake in her life. Just like a 35-year-old woman would marry the wrong guy and they would go their separate ways. Would you now say, okay, it was she was a victim? No, things didn't work out. She wasn't a victim. Regina was not a victim at 18. Things just didn't work out in the marriage. Things didn't work out. But now everybody is insisting, oh, she was 17. Which, again, to me is not fair. But hopefully this man learns. There is a lesson for all of them. Regina's mother, that one will never learn. If another old rich man comes along, she would still push her daughter into it. She will never learn. But Regina will learn for sure. And the man also. In fact. So let me see if I'll come live again during the week. Maybe tomorrow, actually, because Yeah, I think I have some time tomorrow, and I hope, anyways, I do hope, because sometimes I think, oh, I have it all, put in order, and before you know it, tomorrow comes and new things come up. So for now, I think I'll likely come live tomorrow, but if I don't, next tomorrow I'll come, and we'll see which story. You can send me your suggestions. If there are things you think we should talk about, go ahead and let me know. But there is just so much, honestly, that I still have to talk about. In the coming days, weeks, months, we will get there. Oh God, it's been good, guys. Let me go and rest. Mm, Midweek. I just hope everybody is fine, though, and I do hope you stay fine until we see again, if we are going to see, or we hear from each other again. Let me go and see what's happening online before I go to bed. Thank you, guys, for those of you here. Thank you. And yeah, thank you for your contributions. But for those who are not here, who are going to watch the video, maybe on on a different time, go ahead and still let us know what you think about this situation. What do you think is going to happen going forward? I think they are going to fight in court. I think Regina will go to court and she will fight to see her children. But there are things that she would need to do to be able to win that battle. Things she would need to do for herself, medically and legally, for her to stand any chance against him. You understand? Which I think she will win if she does those things. She just needs to clear herself. But he is insisting that I have to clear you. I have to take you to rehab. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have that might over her. The marriage is done and dusted. It's finished. They want to return their bride price because you people didn't marry legally. No papers were signed. So it's not like, oh, she has to go to court and get a divorce. No. Once she returns the bride price, the marriage is over. And the woman is saying, I don't want again. So you can't force her to take her to rehab. No. She has parents. She has relatives. Leave her alone. You understand? But he wants to, oh, she's my wife. She stopped being your wife the moment she said, I don't want to marry again and I want to return the bride price. Accept the bride price and let everybody go their separate ways. You can't force me to accept help from you. You can't. If I don't need your help, leave me alone. But then she would have to prove that she's not what he claims she is or what he says she is. She's not mad. She's not on drugs. She's not intoxicated. She's not this. She's not that. She would have to do that for herself to be able to take that legal step to see her children. But I know eventually she will. Eventually she will. And let's see if he's going to marry another wife. But I know this is a slap on his face. Regina was his fire, like he said. And the way he's crazy, or he was crazy, and maybe still crazy about Regina, he doesn't feel the same way for the Moroccan woman. He doesn't. But now he has fallen back to the Moroccan woman, now going out with her. He's a user. The man is a user. But if you choose as a woman to marry a man like that, please don't put all the blame on him. He is who he is. We can all see it. We can all see it. We see narcissistic traits. We see self-centeredness. We see so many things that we know there's something wrong here. And if you see all those things and you still choose by yourself to marry him, he didn't force you. He didn't beat you into the wedding or marriage. You chose. You said, yes, I want. You walked into it by yourself. Then you cannot put all the blame on him. Then you will collect part of the blame. That's what this is all about. So hopefully everybody learns. Good night, Norma Michelle. Good night to you. When you come back live, talk about the hairdresser that got locked up for $50. I didn't see that, so. Where did that one happen? Maybe in the US. Locked up for $50. Why? I didn't see it. I'll check. I'll Google it. Okay, no problem. No problem. I was thinking maybe when I come live, we'll come and talk about the fake Banke Kuku dress that somebody possibly got from Shein. I was seeing some pictures. I was like, oh my God, are you sure this dress is not from Shein or from Timo? because the one they claim is a certain amount doesn't even look like the one she was wearing. So what's going on? What's really happening? That one has like turtleneck. The one she was wearing was just plain round neck. The one she was wearing looks like it has like a knot around her stomach area. The one they are showing that she bought, the picture, that one is just a straight maxi dress, no designs, nothing on it, just plain. So it's looking like a fake dress, so looking like a Timu version of Banke Kuku. So I was thinking we might come and talk about that, but we'll see. I'll see what I have in stock when next I come live. Someone says, well, she should go and do drug test if she thinks she's innocent. Yes, that would be one of the things she would have to do for herself. Absolutely. She would just have to prove everything or prove him wrong. That's one of the ways to start legally against him. She would have to counter and prove with evidence that I'm clean. Yes, I used to do, well, let me not say I. She would have said, yeah, she used to do drugs, but now she's clean and she has the right to be in her children's lives. She wants to see her children, but she would have to prove it. So I think she can do that. If she really wants to see her children, she and her family, they can achieve that. They don't need him to do that. And he shouldn't be forcing himself on a woman who doesn't want to be married to him anymore. He has several other wives. Let him rest. He can also create fire within the other wives. He can. Hmm? Or I should go and look for a new fire in a flame. A new flame. All right, guys. Yes, exactly. Her mother gave her away. All right. I will see you guys some other time. I'm really rooting for tomorrow. Like tomorrow, let's come live. I'll quickly go through my phone and see what I have that we can do tomorrow. Yes, I'll see you. Have a good day. And for that person in Australia, have a good day. Have a good day. Enjoy your day. And for the rest of us in Europe and other places, have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. And I will see you guys soon. I love you. Bye.